All right, garden tour, update time. We'll start with the front because I feel like it's the most boring part and then go from there. But first, the most important thing, a straight fence. Here, let me stand here. Straight fence. And before it would be bowed out. But turned out good. We're happy with it. It looks much better than it did, obviously. So, got overview of the front. So, got some lilies. We have seen a couple of those stupid lily beetles, so I've been trying to be on them and getting rid of their eggs, but they're just awful and gross. And then Morning Glory's doing okay in the pot there. Not too bad. Got the pretty purple flowers. I clearly need to weed this whole area, and pull out like the random grass and shit, but that's okay. We'll get to it eventually. It is doing exactly what I wanted to do, was just be a basically zero effort zone, so. But got a couple more lilies here. My like ground cover succulent flowered, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I think it's because it's kind of covered by all the other stuff that it's freaking out that it's not getting enough light. So I also need to clear around that. But lots of the daisies are done, but I have a couple still. Yeah, this little purple guy, I would have to check the tag what that day is, but he was one of my clearance finds from last year, so I'm pretty pleased with him. Also a lovely weed I just see there, so that's great. And then our pots. Oh yeah, I have drone footage that I'll interplant. But this is the Dahlia, I think, or Dahlia. And then I forget what this is, I forget what that is, I forget what that is. But they're happy. They seem a bit happier than they did last year, so we'll see. But I again would have to check the tags for what they are. But they came back after being overwintered, so that's the good thing. And then the asparagus bed is doing pretty dang well. Much better than the last attempt, other than this poor guy's fallen over, but that's okay. But I think I have a good mix. I think I have some male and female, I think. I'm not sure. You're the expert, but they're so cute. So I'm quite pleased that of all of them that I planted, only one did not come up. Actually, is this coming up? Just kidding, it's coming up. It's right there. So never mind, they've all come up. That one just took a lot longer. So quite happy. And then berries. Oh, actually, we'll do these ones. Then we'll do berries. Girl planters. Doing okay. I had one potato die in here, which I don't really know why. But yeah, potatoes. And then this one is peas, and then this one has some beans in it, just interplanted for funsies, really. And some weeds. And we got our berries over here. So this one is the gooseberry, which we have a couple coming in on, which I'm very excited about. They're really cool looking, so. But that one survived. We have my red currant, which I have a couple here, which I think are almost ready. And there's a couple other coming in on her. And then first blueberry, which is pretty full, which is exciting. Like, look at that little bunch. not really any big bunches on that one. And then another blueberry, which is also really like loaded up, which is exciting. But I'm very proud that all 3 blueberries survived. And then we have the 1, 2, 3 Haskaps. So this one's definitely the most full. I have a couple berries left. We've eaten a decent amount, not a lot, but some off it, which right now it's not a priority to get fruit off it. I feel like it's just get them established. But so it's kind of big, medium, smallest one. I think this one got the most impacted by the vehicle running it over, so hence the really squashed cage, but it is at least alive, so hopefully it comes back to life at some point. And then this one is the like cherry bush, which obviously there's no cherries on it, which is unfortunate, but it's still just nice to have, oh hey, the sidewalk ends. Don't walk on our lawn. Walk on the street. Front yard complete, and side yard, I guess. Backyard time. I have my little fairy corner again this year, which I'm pretty happy with. So I have, these are supposed to be flowers. We'll see if they flower. And then only 2 of my turnips sprouted, so I could plant something else in there. I just haven't. This was supposed to be flowers, none grew. Just a little like wildflower thing. And then I put my sunflowers in here because I didn't really have a good spot for them. So I think this pot is struggling because there's 2 in one pot. I think maybe just like not enough nutrient, but I don't know. But then this one I guess has 2 and it's okay. So I don't know. But they seem to be doing all right. No flowers yet, but maybe one day. And then we have the cucumber and pepper bed, which I don't know if I would ever do again because I've had to be a little aggressive, I guess, with the cucumbers because they're kind of trying to climb on top of the peppers. So I need to constantly kind of be out here moving them off and making sure that they're not blocking the peppers' sunlight. But so we got those. We have a marigold here, but no flowers. Again, it's kind of getting attacked by the cucumbers, so but marigold there. These are my 2 plants I got from that free native plant thing, so I'll have to find a home for those. They should be established enough now that I can up pot or plant them somewhere. And then yeah, the peppers are doing all right. They've played catch up pretty well. They're definitely nowhere near as big as my last year peppers, and obviously that's just because that cold start that they had. So, but I do at least have like some flowers, some semblance of peppers forming. There's one back there, if you can see. So I think it'll be an okay pepper harvest, but I don't think it's going to be on the level that last year was. And obviously you're going to get so many more having that head start in the greenhouse, but that's okay. And then next bed of chaos. I really need to stop planting so close together and actually follow the square cup gardening rules, or square foot gardening rules. Tell my coffee hasn't kicked in yet, but we got a little marigold here, morning glory, and then a nasturtium, which is going very crazy. Got some flowers just hiding in here. And then I have another pepper here, another pepper here, another pepper here, which these ones are very tall compared to the other ones, which is kind of interesting. I think maybe it's because they're trying to grow for the light. I don't know. This, whoops, down there is a loofah. Not doing very great because it's being drowned out, I think. So I think that one will be a fail. Tomatoes, these are all ones that I got from our friend, so they are going very crazy, but there's lots of flowers, which is nice. So hopefully get a decent harvest. What is this with giant leaves on it? I didn't know what it was, but I pulled it out because it didn't belong there and it was covering other things. But I have attempted to do carrots there and they're just kind of getting shafted because the tomatoes are going insane. So it just is what it is. There's another pepper, another pepper, another pepper, another nasturtium, just a different variety with the different leaves and flowers. This is the loofah that is doing like okay. I think maybe I needed to plant them earlier. I don't know. They seem to be very slow growers though, so we'll see. My little bird bath. Raspberries are quite happy, pretty loaded up. So the archway, quite happy. So again, we have another morning glory on the side. This delphinium just self-seeded itself and I am so in love with it. I love delphinium. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, I might try to throw some of the seeds this year just into that front garden bed on like the back wall because it has such a nice height, but it's so beautiful. I love it. And then this mess is all green beans, and then this side is peas. One section took, one section did not, so I kind of have an empty space and I'm just leaving it because there's too much in these beds already, so I don't need to add more. And then these are planted on the other side, but on either end is my butternut squashes, which like last year are doing quite well, but it's crazy how fast and how much bigger the leaves are on those compared to the loofah, which I expected them to be kind of similar, so we'll see. The loofah's the experiment one this year, so something to learn from. But look at how many more like buds there is on this delphinium. I cannot wait for them to open. It is already beautiful. It is just going to get so much more. And then there's a nasturtium again in this corner. Again, more tomatoes from our friends. It's interesting too because that side obviously gets way more sunlight because of the bushes and stuff. So that side they're like so much significantly bigger and fuller than this side is, which is just funny to compare. But another tomato, or yeah, tomato. I thought I said potato for a second. And then there's, again, kind of, I tried to do some carrots there and didn't really take so well, and there's too much in these beds. I'm not putting more in. And then I have the garlic bed is doing pretty well. So these 4 tomatoes are ones that my friends had given us since mine all died. And then there's a couple of tomatoes, this one's doing actually pretty well, that are interplanted in the rest of the garlic. Were ones, that's a weed, I should pull that, that I had just saved that like were obviously super delayed, but seem to be possibly okay. So those are kind of my wing it ones. So one's doing okay. We'll see if we get anything off it. And then yeah, the garlic is slowly getting some roots or some leaves dying down on it. So we'll see how much longer it is till harvest. And then in this corner, I have 2 big pots of potatoes, which seem pretty dang happy. I'm excited about. It's nice because they're so like low maintenance. And then off to the back. Corner. It's looking pretty okay. I don't know. There's still work to be done, but it's okay. This parsley is one that I had saved from last winter and overwintered in the house, and now it's outside. Same with this mint is one I had saved from last summer and overwintered. Then I have some chamomile. This is another potato bag. This is kind of a whatever pot. Just did some more basil in it because we're basil fanatics. Sweet peas, doing okay. Some more sweet peas up there. And then this bed is sweet peas are on the back, and then the front is kind of like lettuces and greens, which is also just doing kind of okay. Not as well. Speed run, I ran out of storage, so now we're down to HD, not 4K. Yes, lettuce not doing as well as I wanted. Last bed, we got sweet pea, bunch of basil, a little bit more parsley in here, some dill, I believe. But my parsley, or my basil is doing very, very well. Got some huge leaves on everyone. Individually planting those seeds, well worth it. We are stocked up. Gin basil smash time. That's it. I'm out of space. Okay, bye. I love you.